So, for my discussion post this week, I chose to do an article from Fox News. It was published on March 13th by Brandon Gillespie, and the title was CNN Forced to Correct Story After Accusations of a Smear Campaign Against Katie Britt. The article I chose was about how CNN was attempting to discredit Katie Britt. Katie Britt is a Republican senator, and it was attempting to bring her credibility as a senator into question. The topic which CNN had reported on was of Katie Britt during her State of the Union rebuttal. She was discussing the border crisis, and in that discussion, she brought up a story of one of the trafficking victims that unfortunately fell part of the crisis. In their article, CNN attempted to portray Britt as inaccurate, claiming inaccuracies in her story, and stating that what she said was incorrect about the victim's story. They made claims that Britt had stated things during her talk that Britt actually had not stated. After other agencies, as well as Fox News, caught a hold of what CNN said, they brought them into question. After bringing CNN into question, they changed their story, and after the fact of changing it, they still expressed the fact that their original article is accurate and that they had said nothing wrong and what they portrayed was correct and accurate. This is where Fox News came in and published their article about how CNN was attempting to discredit Britt. In terms of who the target audience is anybody who's really involved into politics. So it's talking about the left wing and the right wing at both sides. Being that CNN is more of a left wing and Democratic agency, and Fox is more of a right wing and Republican agency, it kind of pulls them both involved and makes it about politics. This particular one, since it's from Fox News, is more so targeting the Republican candidates, or followers, should I say. Um, the credibility is kind of arguable on both sides. CNN is known for their attempts at the Republican Party, putting them in a poor light. Fox News, being a Republican party, will also attempt to make the Republican Party look better, while also kind of putting the Democratic Party in poor light. So credibility on both sides is arguable, as with anything kind of involved in politics. It's one side is the good side, the other side's the bad side, depending on what source you're looking at. Um, in terms of economics, there's not too much going to be involved. Fox News is the one that published it, so they will kind of make a benefit from it. But since it's a political thing, there's not really going to be any economic gain on one side versus the other in terms of what's going to be happening. How it makes me feel is kind of skeptical. Anything you see on the internet already, you should be kind of skeptical of. But being that Fox News brought into light that CNN has been making poor comments about Republican candidates, makes me question the CNN statements. But I was very skeptical of everything I see on the news and things like that because it's always going to be one side versus the other. You can never really truly trust everything without going out and looking at multiple sources and for yourself going and finding what was talked about. So that's it from this week's discussion post. Thanks for watching.